Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing today? On this Sunday. About to get started. Hey, Daniel, how are you? Gonna be right back. All right. I hope everybody is doing good today. Hi there. Enjoy it, bro. How are you doing? Hey, Sticks girl. How are you? Everybody's joining. I hope everybody is having a good day today. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is one of my favorite necklaces, so you'll see it in my videos a lot. I've had it for a long time, and even one of the stones have come out, but I just super glued it back. Thank you. Hi, Macho Cooking. How are you doing? Where are you guys from? I'm here in Nashville, and you guys, Friday, like before I had went on my lunch break, it was nice out, and they said that we were going to be getting some rain, and I was like, it's no way we're going to get any rain. And then about time I got off, it was raining, and so that night that cold front came in, and Saturday morning it was freezing. And then even last night it was kind of chilly, but this morning right now, this afternoon I went out a little bit and it's nice, but usually at nighttime it's going to start to get a little chilly. So I don't think I was ready for that. It just seemed like it was warm one day and then the next day it was hot. Well, it seemed like it was warm one day and then the next day it's cold. Oh, that's what's happening in Texas. Yeah, because I think you guys have similar weather that we do. Yeah, it was just like out of nowhere. Because I think Friday I had sandals on and everything. And then that night I was just like, oh my goodness, it's like winter. How tall am I? I am 5'6". 5'6". And so Macho Cooking, you're from Russia. Wow, what time is it there? It is 6 o'clock here. Oh, it's one. Is it AM or afternoon? I haven't been to Russia before. Night. Okay, so you're a night owl like me. Last night I was up pretty late. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to get better about, going on and getting some sleep. But it's just in my genes. So the other day I was on Facebook and I was reading an article from about Ava Duverny, and it was talking about she was I think she was 32 when she picked up a camera. And so I've just been thinking about that because I think now she's about 45 about, but she's worth about what, 100 million dollars. And so really what I wanted to talk about today was it doesn't matter how old you are, here she was 32 years old before she picked up a camera. And oh, Macho, you have a good night. Yeah, you gotta get some sleep so you'll be ready for in the morning. Have a good one. But you know how sometimes we feel like, oh, it's either taking us too long to do some things, or we feel like maybe we've gotten too old to do things. But here she was, 32 years old, and just now picking up a camera, and look, she's worth $100 million. And so even like for myself, I probably wanted to start a YouTube channel maybe like 2013, and I couldn't decide. It's like I wanted to do maybe like exercise, or I wanted to do like restaurant tours. But I thought, like I'm a professional person, and I'm 37, and I'm, kind of, like who would start a YouTube channel kind of getting a little bit older. So I was just like, now I was like, well, what would my family think? And oh, thank you. Hey, Natural. How are you doing? Thanks so much for joining. And so I just, how you kind of talk yourself out of things because you think, well, either I'm too old or maybe I don't fit this mold. But, when I was reading this article, and it ended up giving like some other people that was started things when they were a little bit older. So it's like you really can't put an age on things. Hey, JJTV, how are you doing? Mari with Kiki TV. Yeah, you're on a good path. I've been battling age decisions. Yeah. What I say is make sure that you are writing your goals down. Like I have several different kind of books that I write things down. And because it kind of, to me, when I write things down, even if I don't do it that moment, it kind of helps me to, really kind of think about it and really kind of make it happen, actualize it when I write it down, opposed to just, kind of thinking it in my head. You might forget, but if you actually write it down, you can, you might say, well, I can brainstorm maybe like at least an hour a week. And then when I write it down, I kind of it kind of helps me to get to it a little bit more. Stiggs girl, she said, write 3 visions down, make it plain, and that's the word. Yes. Because it's like I had went out to dinner earlier this week with a friend, and it's like you don't want to have regrets, because especially it's like time is short. You just never know. And it's like if you are thinking that either you're too old, or you know, you're just misjudging yourself, you're thinking about what other people are gonna think, you're not gonna do it. So it's like you can't have that fear. You don't want to have that regret that you are, 5 years from now or 10 years from now, like, wow, even though I should have tried it. And now it might really be too late, even though I don't know. I would rather try it and it didn't work than regret that I didn't do it. Vision. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you want to make a vision for yourself. Hi, Huckbuck Media. How are you doing? Yes, we only live once. And they always say that in the graveyard, there are all these, ideas and inventions and things that probably could have made the world a better place, but we just get so scared and we don't want to try it because we think people are going to judge us, and then sometimes we really judge ourselves a lot. We can be so hard on ourselves. Cause I can remember when I had last week, right? We care too much about what people think. Yeah, Friday I was watching Dion Cole. He has a Netflix special on YouTube, and he was saying that, you know how, what, maybe let's say, well, I would say 13 years ago, like when I was in college, 13, 14 years ago, that's when Facebook came out. And first it was, you would just kind of post, kind of like your vacations and stuff. And I mean, we still do that, but it's like now, just think about over the years how much we live our lives around social media. And he was saying that um a lot of times we might judge ourselves based on what our friends are doing, but it's like you don't see what's kind of going on in the background. So it's like you can't judge your life based upon what others are doing, and you can't be so down on yourself. You have to be positive to yourself and not care about what others say. Yeah, you got to have that confidence. Because you got to think, even, there's a lot of content creators in the chat. Just think about, even like, this is my second live, but even like my first on Chef and More, she always was telling me, and Janice was always telling me to go live, go live. And I was just so scared. But I was, people were telling me positive things, but in my mind, I was just like, I don't know that I would be able to do it. But then when I did it, it's like we make it a big old giant, and it really be so much easier. We make it so hard for ourselves sometimes. Yes, and we all process different from one another, correct? Yep. That's right. Hey there, Trigger. How are you doing today? Yeah, we're just chit chatting right now. I had saw an article Friday on Facebook, and I think it was an older article, 2018. And Ava Duverny, they were talking about how she didn't pick up a camera until what, she was 32 years old. And then think about the films that she has created. What was the one? A Wrinkle in Time. Ooh, I love that one. When They See Us, and then I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure people watch Queen Sugar. Who in the chat watched Queen Sugar? Yes, I love Queen Sugar. And so it's like we can't let things keep us from creating the goals that we want. Oh, you've heard of it, Mari, with Kiki TV? Yeah, I can't remember how many seasons it is now, but I go in and out because you know how when your favorite show is on, but then when they end up going on break for what, like 6 months, and then it comes back on, you have another show that you're watching. So, you usually, it takes me a little minute to watch it. Oh, Trey, you're watching Power and The Walking Dead? Uh-oh, how's Power? I haven't watched it, I think, since the fifth episode because I don't have cable. So I have to go over my dad or my my brother's house and watch it. But it was getting good. And I haven't watched, it's been a while since I've watched The Walking Dead. Oh, Power is real good. Yeah, the one episode, let me see, I think it was the fifth episode. That was the last one. It got a little slow. Oh, Stig's girl. She says she doesn't have cable either. You watch it on Cyberflix? I'm gonna have to write that down. Where's my pen? Yeah, because I don't have cable. You know, some shows like the Power, I would like to watch that in real time. Yes, you can put the Fire Stick and YouTube it. Oh, okay. I have Roku. I have two Roku. So I have one that I've had like for several years, and because you guys, so I have one TV in my bedroom, y'all. It's like a what is it? Maybe like a 22 inches, a box TV. So like in the front, it looks flat, but in the back, so it still has like the little cord, the three cords that you plug into it. But downstairs, I have the Roku, like the stick, the USB stick, and so like I watch. I have Netflix and all that I watch, but I'm not able to watch any new shows. Okay, you can catch any show or movie. Yeah, I need to get that because yeah, Power. Let's see what else. It was another show that just came out on the OWN network that I was wanting to catch up on. But yeah, Cyberflix is an app. Oh, I don't know if I'm tech savvy still, girl. No, I might be, but I can get my dad. I definitely can get my dad to help me out on that because he had actually got me a Fire Stick a while ago, but I wasn't watching it um on a regular basis. Yeah, Cody. And then it just wasn't it ended up not working right. And so he took it, and he was gonna, update it for me. Oh, it took the place of Cody. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'm cheating on two church. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, but yeah, going back to our original, with Ava Duvernay, Bonwoods. What do you do? A free trial each time it comes back. I also have the Roku. I don't have cable either. I just use the apps on Roku. Have you watched Insecure? Yeah, I have watched Insecure. Yeah, because around that time I actually had cable. It's almost going on about a year that I haven't had cable, and I don't miss it. But like Vaughn said, I have the Roku and it has the different apps on it. So I mean, they're getting better with the different apps and what you're able to watch. And then like here on YouTube, I mean, you can pretty much watch anything. But I, because you know how people do reviews about everything. So even though I don't watch Power, because I'm like 2 episodes behind, I still like to go and listen to, like their review of it. So it's like I kind of know, because it's like they really tell it play by play. So I don't know that it's necessarily, it's like play by play plus a review in one. Yeah, but I wrote down a few tips. And so the first one, we kind of talked on it. Don't judge yourself and compare yourself to others. Because, a lot of times we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. I love Instagram. That's my favorite. So if you're on Instagram, follow me at iamtasshia, and I will follow you back. But a lot of times we're on there and we're looking at what everybody else is doing, and sometimes kind of comparing ourselves to what other people are doing, and you don't want to do that because you don't never know. A lot of times even like when we're recording our videos, I know this is live, so whatever happened, it'll be live. But most of the time I record my videos. But even like a 7 minute video, how many times, sometimes might have to try at least twice. And I remember my first video, if you take a look at it, I had actually recorded it for something else. But man, my sister, she was in town when I did it, and that video is 1 minute long, you guys, and I probably recorded myself like 60 times. Is the chat freezing up? Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure. Can you guys hear me fine? But yeah, so it's like even when we're seeing people's videos, or their vacations or their family or whatever they're doing on social media, even like my YouTube videos, you never know what's going on behind the scenes, where you can. Oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure. How good deal. How you can I could edit out pretty much everything that I want. And it's like, I love editing my videos, but it was so funny because a friend of mine was telling me the other day, because you know how sometimes you'll talk and then you'll kind of pause for a little bit. Well, I was making a video for my Toastmasters club because we're having our open house. And so I made like a little 37-second video, and my friend was just like, "Are you reading?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not reading, but see, what happens is when I finish, when I record it, I'll go in and I'll kind of cut out where I'm like taking breaks. So then it makes it look like I'm just kind of reading it." And I was just like, so that's why I like when people, make comments. And, when I tell my friend, my family, like my dad, he's so supportive. He, watches my videos, and, he'll give me commentary. And then like my sister, I'll try to get her to watch my videos. I sent her my Hot Girl Summer playlist yesterday so that she could take a look at it. But yeah, so it's like we can, in our private lives, we can edit things. When we put stuff, most of the time when you're on social media, you're not putting anything negative about yourself, or you're usually just putting the good things. So it's like you can't judge yourself based off of what you see on social media. Because I know sometimes, like this one time, y'all, we was on vacation. Hey there, Gen X. How are you doing? I remember this one time we were on vacation, but this is like being a few years ago. And I had got, so we had went on a like catamaran tour, I think. Or maybe we had just like went to like one of the islands, and I was laying out and I got bit by jellyfish, you guys. And I'm pretty sure that I wasn't and then they sprayed like this stuff on you, so it didn't really smell that good. But I'm pretty sure that I didn't post that. Hey J Mac, happy Sunday. I'm sure I didn't post that on my social media, but then like all the other footage that I put on there, it was, happy and fun stuff. But it's just like when you're on social media, people only post the good stuff. So it's like you can't really compare yourself to other people, because most of the time we only putting up the good stuff. We're not putting up the bad stuff. So that's the first thing. Don't judge yourself or compare yourself to other people. Hey Queen Kish, how are you doing today? Thanks so much for joining, you guys. I really appreciate it. And so the next thing, this is kind of going back to what Stig's girl was saying. You want to make sure that you write it down. Write down your goals. Usually what I do in the beginning of the month, I'll write down like a few things. I'm trying to eat right, y'all, and not be eating out so much. And I'm trying to work out a little bit. So I'll write my goals down, and I'll say, well, let me try to work out 3 to 4 days a week. That had I kind of been doing okay with it, you guys. I maybe went twice last week, and I think I might have cooked once last week. So I'm trying to do a little bit better about that. But it's just like write your goals down, even even if it's weekly, because there was about two things. I write my goals down, and by the time Friday came, there were two things that I didn't accomplish for the week. But that's okay. I'll take a look at it, and then yesterday I was able to get it done. And so I still have one thing. And so when I get off the live, I'm gonna try to finish it. So hey, Mac the Knife. Oh, you're from New York. I love New York, but I can't come visit New York around this time. So New York, I don't visit New York between about September 25th to June. So I can only go to New York between June and September because it is too cold. Because I do not like the cold weather. But me and my sister are going to Dubai in next year, early part of next year. And we're going to spend a day in New York before we go. She lives upstate New York. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have like a big coat. But if we're going to Dubai and it's like a million degrees there, what am I going to do with the coat? So I don't know. You're from Albany, New York. Okay, how far is that from like Syracuse? Because she's not too far from Syracuse. Yeah, but I love New York. Oh, okay, 2 hours. Yep, that is cool. Yeah, New York is beautiful. Hey, hey, Jay. How are you doing? I'm so glad you were able to join. And so I know we got some new people coming in. And so basically, I was just talking about an article that I read on Facebook. I think it was from 2018, but I just saw it on Friday where we were talking about it was Ava Duverny. She didn't pick up a camera until she was 32 years old. And now she's worth about probably $100 million, or either making movies that are upwards of $100 million. So it's like you don't want to limit yourself, either thinking that you're too old or you don't fit a certain, box. Make sure that you're writing your goals down and not doing things, and then maybe later in life you can regret not doing it. John, I am doing so good. I hope you're doing well. Don Thomas, the Time Lord, how are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, so I had a few tips. So the first tip was not judging yourself and comparing yourself to others. The second thing is making sure that you're writing your goals down. How many of you guys use journals or planners? Put a 1 in the chat if you use journals and planners. Oh, you use a planner? Stiggs girl, you use a planner? Yes. I am all about planners. And so the third thing I would say is invest in yourself. Oh, okay. Yes, I do find that planners are very helpful. Good deal. The third thing I would say is invest in yourself. Now, there are a lot of you could pay to invest in yourself, but there are a lot of free things that you can, either classes or courses that you could take for free to be able to invest in yourself and save yourself some steps. Like, say for instance, myself, although I have a degree in business management and I've always wanted to start my own business, I I'm taking a class on entrepreneurship, and it's just kind of like a refresher to help me, because it's like 1 day a week, and it helps me, one, to like kind of set aside that time, because sometimes we want to do things, but it's like sometimes we might not have the time. And so this helps me to carve out that time to be able to create, help me to manifest this goal. But it also helps me to refresh myself, and and then I'm able to meet other people that are kind of in the same area, starting out, starting a business, or have similar goals that they're wanting to do. So it really kind of helps me to be able to accomplish my goal. So it might be for you going back to school, or so many different things. There's so many different ways that you can invest in yourself. And like I was saying, it could be free or it could be paid. So don't be afraid to invest in yourself, because you can save yourself some steps, and that could be even getting a coach, or getting a trainer, or getting somebody to like, a lot of us are very busy individuals. We have our 8 to 5 jobs or 9 to 5 jobs. Hey, Gamma, how are you doing today? We have our jobs that we're doing. So I say, like if you're budgeting your money, and let's say you're real busy, maybe you can invest in doing some meal prep, because that's going to give you some extra time to be able to do some other things. Or maybe you can get a trainer or somebody to come and clean the house, because doing all those things are going to give you more time to be able to invest in yourself a little bit more. But one, you have to kind of know what your budget is. So, you know, hey, Flower Glamorous, how are you doing? Yes, so you want to invest in yourself. How are you doing today? Has anybody does anybody pay for meal prep? Or has anybody taken a class to help them to be able to create their goals, something to help them? And I know Daniel, he's not in the chat, but I'm taking a course through Daniel. He has a course to help learn how to grow your channel really fast, and that was an investment that I was willing to do. So you can invest in yourself a lot of different ways. Oh, still, girls, you do your own meal prep. Look, I need you to come do my meal prep. Because it's just like, I don't know if you're like me. It's just like, if I go to the store, it's like I usually don't cook. I usually don't go to the store and meal prep on the same day. I don't know what it is. It's like a chore just to go to the store, for one. And then two, by the time I get it home and get it in the refrigerator, I don't feel like cooking or anything. And so then I usually have to do my meal prep the next day. Do you meal prep for the whole week, or do you meal prep for just like a few days? Speaking of meal prep, oh, you've been marinating some chicken overnight. Oh, and you guys are going to be barbecuing. Ooh, I love barbecue. I actually ate barbecue today. One of my favorite barbecue restaurants. It's called Kinfolks here. Well, it's actually in Smyrna. Oh, okay. You shop on Saturday and then do meal prep on Sunday. So I had brisket for I guess you could say dinner, lunch, because it was after church. So you meal prep for Sunday through Wednesday. Yeah, so I had brisket for I ate brisket today, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens. Okay, and then you'll cook again on Wednesday. I like it. That's cool. So then you do Sunday through Wednesday and then Wednesday through Saturday. And then yes. Do you put Oh yes, I do. I put sauce on it. Yes, they have homemade barbecue sauce. Mm-mm-mm. It is so good. Oh, okay. Usually eat out on the weekends. That's cool. And see, that's what I really want to do. I want to try to, whereas, I kind of eat out all the time. I really want to start, meal prepping during the week, eating at home all week, and then on the weekends, eating out on the weekends. Yes. And um Chef and More, she actually had a video on how to do. Did she do a brisket in her? I don't think it was in the oven. I think that was somebody else that I watched. But she made a brisket, and it looked so good. I was just like, I'm gonna have to try that. Okay. The fourth thing that I think, my fourth tip is small steps are can still be big steps. A lot of times we feel like that we have to like do it big to be able to say that we did something. But Rome, they say Rome wasn't built in a day. And then just think about there's a lot of content creators here in the chat. Just think about when you first created your YouTube channel. It's like I make changes to my YouTube channel probably like if not weekly or monthly, so you have to just start and then you can make changes along the way. You don't have to have it all figured out from the beginning. You want to have a plan and you want to start, you want your stuff to be good, but sometimes we kind of psych ourselves out of doing things because you know we're scared, and so we'll say, well, I don't have this or I don't have that. But especially, let's say if you want to start a YouTube channel, you have your phone, and you can create a banner, you can do things on your phone to go on and get started. 10, okay, so you're 10 away from your goal. OPEC tick. And I know for me, for my channel, how many of you content creators, do you guys make monthly goals for yourself? Because when he said 10 away from your goal, it's like every month I try to create a goal for myself and I'll write it down. Do you guys write down? Now, this is something else. Now, I don't know if this is extreme, but how many of the content creators do you guys write down your so every morning when I get up, I write down how many subscribers I have and how many hours I've gotten. If you are a content creator, put a 1 in the chat if you do that, or is that too extreme? So every morning when I get up, I come and I look to see how many subscribers I have that morning and how many hours I have. Oh, you don't do that? Is that too extreme? Flower Glamorous, she says she does. Oh, that's not too extreme if you're serious about your YouTube. I do check subs, not hours. Okay. But you know what? I guess one reason that I do it, let's say I haven't decided how serious I am about it. Okay. And that's okay. But I like to see, because even like with your watch hours, by you writing it down, because it's like I know how much I average for the month, but you can see, like, if you have a big jump in your hours, you can say, well, what video did I put out that day? Maybe that's the content that I need to start putting out a little bit more, because I had a bigger jump. So that's why I just like to write everything down. I don't know how long I'm going to continue to do it, but it helps me to kind of see where I'm at. So I like to write down. So I have, even though I have this one, I have another planner that I use. So I use it to write my daily numbers down for my hours and my subscribers. And then I like to use it to brainstorm to decide what I'm going to talk about in my videos. Do you guys write down what you're going to talk about for your videos, or do you just turn the camera on and just start talking? Oh, you write it down? Yeah. So do you have a either like a planner or a journal specifically for your brainstorming videos? I have so many books. Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, do you bulk record any of your videos? Oh, you write it down in a planner? Mm-hmm. No. Okay. Yeah, I think the most that I have bulk recorded is 2 videos. But I would like to be able to, because if I could bulk record a few videos and then I could do a live from time to time, then I would have more time to kind of be out there marketing myself. And then that way you're not, because it's just like sometimes when I try to, brainstorm, record, edit, get your hey spending jar, how are you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. It's like when you're trying to do all of that in the same day, it could just be so much. So usually if I could brainstorm one day, record another day, and then edit and post it, that way I'm not trying to do everything at once. Oh, thank you so much. You said, Gen X said, I have a backlog of ideas that I can pull from. I've heard it's good to bulk it. Yep. Have I gotten a manicure lately? Well, I do my nails myself. I polished them last night. I said, well, let me try silver. So I polished them last night. I had red on. Oh, thanks, Sticks, girl. I really appreciate you for stopping by. And if any of you guys have to get over to her channel. Yeah, so yeah, I like the silver. It's cool. But I haven't what about, oh, you said what about a pedicure? Well, my toes are still red. So I didn't because I was like, well, it's getting cold. So maybe I'll be wearing closed-toed shoes. So I didn't do my feet. I know. It's bad. Because it's like now that my fingernails are polished, I won't be able to take my polish off of my toes without messing up my fingernails. Hey, Gemini Beauty, how are you doing tonight? Now, enjoy it, bro. Do you prefer for a lady to have their fingernails and their toes the same color, or does it matter? And ladies, do you Are your fingernails and your toes the same color? Oh, that is so funny. I really like it. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm usually one that I like for my toes and my fingers to match. But since it since it's getting cold out, let's see, it doesn't matter to a guy if they're the same color. That's funny. As long as the nails aren't long enough to poke me. Gemini Beauty, she said, I like nails and feet to be the same color. But I can see how psychologically it can make you feel better. Yeah, you know how now those stiletto nails are pretty because it's like my nails aren't like really, they're not long. But you know, those stiletto nails are in these days. But I don't know, because it's like when I'm typing on my computer and if my nails are too long, ugh, it can mess it up. The stiletto nails is like where they're like really long and sharp and pointed. They look kind of like I mean they're really pretty, but you know, kind of think around like Halloween and you know their nails are really kind of long. Hey there, Art with Amar. How are you doing? I am doing so good. I really appreciate you for joining. Oh yeah, you've seen those. I always wonder how they use their smartphones with those. Ah, yeah, saber tooth nails. Yeah, they are. They are very sharp. Mm-mm-mm. But they are cute. They are so cute. But I haven't tried it because usually, like when I go get my nails done, I just get them polished. I don't get you know, like the tips put on. I haven't had that in years. Probably like when I was in high school, I used to do it. I know. I don't know how you. I was getting nervous. I was getting so nervous when I was gonna say it. Thank you. And if I can't pronounce your name, because sometimes I get very bad about pronouncing, I'll just like type something in the chat. That way I can acknowledge everybody. And let's see. So far we've talked about. I gave tips on one, making sure that you are not comparing yourselves to others, especially on social media. Two, make sure that you're writing your goals down. That way we are not regretting you know, 5 years from now, not regretting things that maybe we could have done. Three, making sure that you're investing in yourself. The last thing that we talked about is making sure that you are, you know, small steps are okay. Start small steps can lead to big steps. Hey, JK Adventure Vlog, how are you doing? And Burns Junk Closet, how is it going? I hope everybody is doing well. We're just chit chatting. We chit chatting a little bit about everything. We chit chatting about fingernails. Should your toes and your fingernails match? Mine don't right now. My nails are silver and my toes are red. We're chit chatting about an article that I read on Facebook where Ava Duverny, she did not pick up a camera until she was 32. And you know, now she's making like $100 million movies. And so basically, I was given 5 tips. I haven't got to the fifth tip. 5 tips on, you know, just creating your goals and not you don't want to regret not doing something. So my first tip was not comparing yourself to others, especially on social media. The second thing was write it down, write your goals down. And even if like from month to month or week to week, I try to write my goals down monthly. But then there are some things that I write down weekly. Even if you can't get to it, don't beat yourself up about it. Just start it, just like this week I was able to accomplish a lot, but by the time Friday came, it was like two things that I hadn't gotten done. And so yesterday I finished one, and so I still got one more thing that I need to do. So I'm gonna do it after the live, and then I'm gonna try to go to the grocery store. And then the fourth thing that I said was small steps can lead to big steps. So it's just like, we have a lot of content creators in the chat, and when we started our channel, I'm pretty sure everybody's banner is different from when they first started. And then every month or every week, there are things that you change to make your channel better. So you can't say, I don't want to start the channel. Everything doesn't have to be perfect, so just kind of start where you are and make changes and improvements as needed. Let's see who came in. Let me go kind of back up. Oh, looks like you are very proud this evening. Oh, thank you. And it's like I want to get better with my camera setup. I'm using my laptop right now, but and then I'm just streaming through I just clicked on the live and started streaming through there. But I want to either stream through the StreamYards, or somebody was telling me about the OBS streaming system. Either do that. But you guys, it's like when I set up, like today, I set it up that I wanted to start the live at 6 o'clock. And so it's like I was cleaning, taking out the trash. And then next thing you know, it's like time just flies. And so I didn't have time to go into any of those systems. Oh, StreamYards are good for doing interviews. Spinning Jar said writing things down definitely helps. Yes. Burns Junk Closet, she says Streamlabs and OBS. Yes. Because there is this one content creator called Information Man, and he has the best. Like he did a live stream this morning, and on his screen it had like it had a picture, and his face was through the picture, but then it was like a couch, and I'm like, that is so cool. You use Streamlabs OBS for your streams. Yes. Okay, yes, I might have to get some help because I think you have to take the key out of YouTube and put it in StreamYards or whatever other streaming that you're using. And so the time just come up so fast, and trying to start it on time. Let's see. And then the fifth thing is to give yourself some credit and not be hard on yourselves. I'm sure we all do this. Like let's say I think somebody was asking me how my week was, and I was like, oh, I was having a good week, but there was like two things that I didn't get done. But see, the thing is, just think about all those other things that I accomplished, but I was thinking about the two things that I didn't accomplish. And so it's like sometimes we're not giving ourselves enough credit for the things, or we're not giving ourselves enough credit, or we're not celebrating ourselves enough for the things that we do accomplish. Because we're too busy trying to move to the next thing. So it's like sometimes, and this was something that I learned when I went to the Tony Robbins. He had a conference. Well, it was Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, but Gary Vee ended up not coming. Damon Johns, and I miss Damon Johns. But one thing that Gary Vee not Gary Vee, one thing that Tony Robbins was talking about was, we move, like when we accomplish things, are we celebrating ourselves, or are we even celebrating our friends? But I feel like sometimes we might even celebrate our friends more so than we celebrate ourselves. And so it's just like we want to kind of, when we accomplish things, it's like we want to kind of um let that stick with, yeah. We want to kind of, use that to kind of give us, what we need to kind of keep going on. Cause I know even like for myself, I went on a cruise, me and my sister and my family, we went on a cruise in January, but I can't. It seemed like the time goes by so fast, and I can't even. But I'll pull out my phone and I'll look at my pictures and stuff. But it's just like, life is just going by, so fast, and so sometimes we do have to kind of, take a step back and just kind of, think about some of the things that, we're doing, and not be so quick to, move to the next thing. Yes, we are our worst critic. You'll be better today than yesterday, and better tomorrow than today. Mm-hmm. And I would even spending jar, that's a great point. And I would even almost say, even though those are the only five things that I said, but I would even almost say, even though I think that it's great to have goals, but I think sometimes we're so busy in the either the past or so busy in the future that we're not in the moment and kind of being happy with, let's say either our family or just really being in the moment of things that are going on right now, that we are so, thinking about, oh, what am I going to do a year from now, or, this or that. So it's just like, we don't want to regret not doing things, but it's like sometimes we do kind of want to be in the moment a little more and not be in the past. You want to not the negative past. You don't want to stay in that to where you're not accomplishing, letting that fear kind of hold you hostage. Hey Daniel, how was your tennis match? I hope that you did good. I'm sure that you did. Oh, you won. Woo, you really got to be in shape to play tennis, because you got to run and hit the ball at the same time. Oh my goodness. Oh, 6-4. So you played 2 rounds. Yes. Let's see. At least you're not 50. So look at it. Well, I'm not 50, but I'm 37. So it seems like, time just goes by. It seems like the older you get, the faster it goes. Yeah, don't let 20 and 30 years blow by and you're mad at yourself for not accomplishing things that you should have decades ago. Most definitely. Because, like I said, even like with my YouTube channel, I really wanted to start my YouTube channel in 2013. That's when I originally wanted to start it. But it's like I didn't have I couldn't decide what I wanted to do, because it's like I kind of wanted to do exercise, and then I kind of wanted to do um, you know, going to different restaurants, reviewing different restaurants. Um, but I'm really, even though I didn't do it then, I don't regret it, but I am glad that I started it because I was talking myself out of it because I was kind of, because I didn't know anybody that had a YouTube channel. And then kind of being a little bit older, I was just like, well, who's starting YouTube channels? I don't know anybody that started a YouTube channel. It's like, what would my friends think? What would my family think? Especially what would my family think? But like my dad and my brother and my sister and my mom, my stepmom, everybody is so supportive. And then like even before I had started it, like me and my dad, we would talk about, he would kind of let me know, well, I don't know about that, but ooh, this I really like. So that was good. Hey, tatted hearts, how are you doing? Well, it's short for me, but my break is over. Gotta go back to work and save the world. I appreciate the streaming chat. Keep up and let's continue to grow together. Yes, thank you so much. And I hope you have a good day. Rest of the time at work. Oh, thank you, Uno78. I wanted to start mine in 2012, but none of my direct family. Let's see, I wanted to start mine in 2012. I don't really know. Oh, they don't know that you have a channel yet? Ooh. Well, sometimes they say to go on and start it, and I don't know if it's a good thing to tell everybody, all your friends and family, or not before. Cause it's like you don't want them to kind of talk you out of it. So maybe that could have been the case. Uno78, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, only my wife and kids know about mine. Yep. And it's like my family knew about my channel, and my friends knew about my channel, and I did post it on my Facebook page, but I don't know, it's kind of strange, when you post it on other platforms. I talk about it a little bit at work, but not as much. So, you know, okay, I have been in Nashville when I was in the military. Okay, so yeah, you were probably in Clarksville, Tennessee. That's where the army base is here. Well, kind of, because I would say maybe it's like 45 minutes away, Clarksville. Yeah, and then too, you don't have to necessarily sometimes you just have to do things on your own, and you don't have to get the opinions of everybody, because sometimes, like I was saying, when you try to tell everybody everything that you're doing, having that chatter in your ear can kind of make you hesitate a little bit and not do some of the things that you want to do. Maybe, okay, maybe it was long ago. I was color guard. Oh, hey, cool, Gen 87. How are you doing? Gen X, gotta run. Oh, yeah, barbecue time. Have a good one. Oh, thank you. Oh, Daniel said, I didn't tell anyone in my family. Daniel, I could hear you laughing when you said that. I just love your laugh. Oh my God. I could hear you laughing when you said that. I'm doing well. I hope everything is going well. Yes, cool. Everything is going great. I had a really good weekend. One funny thing that happened, you guys. You know how thanks. I really appreciate it. You know how you know how on YouTube, you know how when you be watching these videos, they make you think that you can do everything. I was trying to do like this new hairstyle, you guys, and I had watched the video like 50 times and I was trying to recreate it and it did not. It was so funny. I ended up like FaceTiming my sister and we were like cracking up and I was just like, why do YouTube be making you think you can do stuff? Mm-mm-mm. Vern's junk closet said, I do not like when you tell people and they do not support when they hear your name ringing bells. Then they want to. Yeah, I don't like that either. But you know, I think you just kind of have to like that's their thing. And like I say, like let's say like my dad and my dad, he watches all my videos, and then let's say like my sister, she watches my videos but not as much, but it's okay. People can support in different ways, because it's like even when I used to post my stuff on my Facebook page, or even let's say in your phone, because let's say like on your Facebook page, those are people that that maybe you either went to school with, they're your friends, your family. So it's like you kind of would think that they would support you. And then let's say if I post that I'm doing a video, and it's like, say when I was doing traveling and stuff, man, I would get like, I think I might have 500 friends on my Facebook, 500 or 600 possibly, and then I would get like over 100 or 200 likes or comments on my Facebook stuff. But then if I post, that I have a YouTube video up or something, you might get 3 hearts or no messages. But it's like at first it would kind of bother me a little bit. But you know how, because a lot of times they are supporting you, kind of, but they just don't say it. Because even let's say on Facebook, because in our analytics we can see where people are looking at your stuff, and it's like how many people are subscribed to this, not subscribed. And so let's say if I post something on Facebook and maybe I get 3, let's say I post a video on Facebook and I only get 3 people or 5 people that maybe like it or something. But then when I come to my analytics and I can see, well, from Facebook, I maybe had 20 people came from Facebook. Yeah. So it's just like they're still supporting, but it's like they don't want to say that they're supporting. It's like they're in the background. But I mean, it's still support. It's just different. And so it's like I stopped letting that kind of bother me, because it kind of bothered me at first. And it doesn't bother me as much. Let's see, what time is it? 7. So I've been on for an hour. Even trolls show support. Yeah. Uno78 says, am I married? Nope, I'm not married. Yes. It is so funny. But it's like sorry, I had to move my car. Oh, because I know you're in Chicago, so I'm pretty sure they be towing people. That's similar to New York. Do I like Puerto Ricans? Yes, and I love Puerto Rico. I miss part of the no problem. I love Puerto Rico. I want to go to I did like a semi solo trip to Puerto Rico maybe like a year ago. It was amazing. And there is this restaurant, and it's like, I know sometimes I could be kind of like a weirdo. For one, I don't eat seafood. So, oh yeah, I gotta travel more. I love traveling. And it's like, before I go back to my thought, even if I say solo travel, but make sure that you're safe if you do solo travel. But don't necessarily feel like you gotta wait on other people. Just kind of do it. And you have your passport. Yeah, that's good. But there is this Italian restaurant in Puerto Rico that is amazing. And I want to go back to Puerto Rico for the weekend just so that I can go to this restaurant. My mom, I was telling my mom about it the other last week, and she was just like, "That don't make no sense." But I mean, I'm just being honest. You Uno 78 says that I'll take you back for a vacation. Let's see, the trying being a art. I had heard weirdo all of my life. Yeah, I mean, I say, I think it's good to kind of be in your own lane. Hey, Corey, mukbang life, how are you doing? I do kind of want to try to do like a mukbang. I just love those mukbang videos, you guys, but it make me hungry when I watch them, and I have to have a snack. But yeah, I think that you can. I think that it's okay to be kind of different, and that's why like say when people are, kids are when they're younger, and I don't know what mukbangs. They're like mukbangs are. I'm not for sure if you've seen people either doing like food reviews or different challenges with food, and so they're like it could be live, and they're eating on camera, and then you could hear it's different types of the mukbang, so it could be just um them eating and chatting at the same time, or it could be somebody just eating and not really talking. Let's see, who did we Mr. Daima, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. How are you doing? Thanks so much for joining. Cool said, I always stood out from the crowd, being my own man and what society told me who I should be. Oh yes. Yes, a lot of people eat crab legs in those mukbangs. I do reviews and challenges and regular meals and story times. Yes. Oh, you tend to be sorry, I tend to vegan or vegetarian recipes. Yeah, there are all kind of different mukbang channels out there. Yeah, I like it. But yeah, I think it's okay if you're not. That's what I was saying, is that let's say, when the kids are in high school and they kind of get made fun of and stuff. I just feel like once you make it out of high school and go to college, or once you become kind of an adult on your own, everybody kind of does their own thing, and it doesn't really matter what other people think. Excuse me. Yes. So everybody getting ready for the work week. I like mukbangs, but I don't like people burping and stuff. Kuja says exactly. The world is much bigger than high school. Yes. So that's why, because like these, even those 10, they could be like 10 years old, and they're maybe like committing suicide and stuff. And um, because they're getting bullied and stuff. And I know it's a lot different from when I was in school. But if they could just make it to become an adult, things could maybe get a little bit better. I just hate that they do that. Exactly. I don't even, let's see, exactly. I don't even have friends. Oh, that you had in high school, Quinn and West? I still have a few friends from high school. And then Kujin said he got hired and has a new job. Congratulations. Uno 78. I am a Puerto Rican that loves black women. Yes. I can't understand the cyberbullying. Yes. I don't understand the cyberbullying. Yeah, I don't understand the cyberbullying. I don't understand the trolls. When they come in and they're trying to say stuff that I don't, if it's something that I don't like, I just either click out of it, and I don't even think I've ever um dislike a video. I just click out of it. Oh no, I was bullied and abused growing up based on family and friends. Well, I'm glad and I hope that you're doing better now. And I know with your art and drawing, I'm pretty sure that if you were doing it as a young man, that probably helped you to kind of take your mind away from those things. Yes, you guys have to go over to Art with AMRB. His channel is I like when he does his lives and to go on. It's like you can kind of get lost in like the drawing, and probably I'm pretty sure you do it for hours. But I'm sure we all have things that we can do for hours. Let's see. Yes, everything gets better. And that's why I was even saying when I did the one video, get your mind right. Even, because there are times, and even when I was watching Information Man video, when we are like either, we could be hard on ourselves, and we can compare ourselves, and and then just day-to-day life, we could have a lot of anxiety, and sometimes people can kind of be depressed a little bit. And so I think that it's okay to either talk to either friends or family about it, or even see someone, like if you have to go see a therapist or a counselor. I think people should take advantage of those things. Kujin says, I want to use my other gifts to share with others. And then Uno said, yeah, trolls are very disrespectful. Right. Depression. Yeah, depression is so real out here. But it's like, do you think that people are more unhappy now? Or do you think back then people were as unhappy? Kujins, but yeah, cool. Tell us what your new job is. And that's why I think sometimes, we want to make a lot of money now. I'm not saying that money doesn't give you kind of a better life, because when you think of um because it's like when you think of your basic needs being met, and when you don't have to worry about your basic needs, that's one less thing, that can help you. But nowadays people are making way more money than, let's say, our grandparents, but it seems like our grandparents were a lot more happier than we are, and it's just like, why? And I feel like it's because we're on social media and we're comparing ourselves to others, and we just have to stop doing that. Oh, okay. Ooh, ice cream plant. That would be cool. Yeah, I was somebody was saying the weekend is like a 30-minute break. Cause you know how your break it go by so fast. And it's like the weekend is almost the weekend it just flies by. It says, wow, I literally just finished eating ice cream. Uno, what kind of ice cream did you finish? Cyberbullying is not really physical harm, and mental abuse is way worse. Yes. But it made me be, let's see. Oops. But from this world, we all have some form. Yeah, that is true. From this world, we all have some sort of PSTD. Time does heal our wounds. Even for me, I think back on hard times, but I made it through. Yes. But I know sometimes, like when you're going through it, it doesn't feel well, but when you think back, it makes you feel good that you were stronger, that you made it through. Economy back then was at a whole nother level. It was. Yes. Are you guys thinking about, do you guys write your goals down? We're in the fourth quarter. We have what, about 70 some odd days until the end of the year, or maybe 80 days until the end of the year. In another 20 years, over 50%, I feel Americans will be on some form of disability. Cool. I had, protein ice cream. They taste so good. Hmm. I have a tablet. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because it's just like with the end of the year coming up. Um, I'm really starting to think about my goals. And then one thing, me and my sister, because your goals could be personal goal, professional goals, traveling goals, weight loss goals. You can have so many different goals. I have written my goals down for over 20 years or more, but if you put forth no actions, yep, they are just goals. That's right. You got to actually, because they say what, faith without works is dead. And it's like you can say you're going to do this and do that, but it's like you got to put the action to it. That's right. But my favorite, because it's like what I say is write down maybe fun goals first. Yeah, the year's flying by. Let's crush our goals. So one thing, we're me and my sister, we usually travel together. I think you have to make goals that are achievable. Yes. I think it's good to, because just like with budgeting, um, not necessarily budgeting, but just like when you are paying down credit card debt, they always say, to pay off the smallest thing first, because psychologically, by you accomplishing something, it really kind of give you that momentum to kind of keep going forward. And so, even let's think about if you're writing down like your weight goals, you don't want to, so maybe like your month goal will be, let me lose maybe like 5 pounds or something. But for the year, you might say, well, I want to lose like 20 or 50 pounds. But you gotta, so you might have a big goal, but then you have to break it down into small pieces using, your SMART goals. So they have to be specific, measurable, let's see, SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. So when you're writing your goals down, you want to make sure that all those boxes are checked. Weight loss, I accomplished, and now I'm trying to get lean. Okay. My goal last year was to complete a comic, cartoon, and indie film. Oh, you got almost all of them done. Yes, that is so good. Yep, that's what I like to hear. Yeah, but we're planning some of our travel goals. And so yes. Yep, I'm home. Um so we are planning our we're planning like a few trips. So we already have one that we're booked for our Dubai trip. And then we're thinking about like I like going on cruises, but she doesn't want to go on any more cruises. But we're going, so we're she wanted to go to Jamaica. And so we got Dubai and then we got Jamaica. And so those are not cruises. So I was just like, we have to go on a cruise. And so we kind of went back and forth with it. And because she was like, she did not want to go on any more cruises this year. But we are going to, she said I could take a look and let her know and she would consider it. So that's good. Oh, let's see. Hold on. This year, the goal was to restart my channel and to complete my next 15 issues of my next comic. One, only one, only got one of them done, but I have been doing, yes, you have been doing a lot of videos and you do a lot of live videos. So that is amazing. And then, just like I said, going back to the different tips that I gave, I'm pretty sure that, I mean, you're taking small steps to maybe like those other things that you haven't accomplished. And you have to give yourself credit for, because it's like you're building. So you have to give yourself some credit on that. Dubai. Oh, you've been trying to get a job over there. Ooh. One of the comic book scripts. I mean, oh, okay. And I'm sure there's a lot that goes into creating the comic book scripts. Let's see what time it is. Okay, so we're probably going to go for maybe like 7 more minutes and then we're going to call it a wrap. So just kind of looking back on what we discussed. Oh, okay. Yes, Uno, yes, you have to go over to his channel. Yes, he does cartoons. His channel is really, really good. So thinking back on what we discussed, I gave 5 tips. And so first, you want to make sure that you're not judging yourself and comparing yourself to others. 2, you want to make sure that you're writing your goals down. 3, you want to invest in yourself. 4, small steps are okay. So do not think just because you're not accomplishing, these big extravagant things, you can small steps are good steps. And then 5, you want to make sure that you're giving yourself credit and not being too hard on yourself. And then also, sometimes when you're working on your goals, sometimes you have to, you go out and you think that it's going to be one way. And sometimes you have to be kind of flexible to say, well, maybe it might have to change a little bit. So that's where you'll just have to go and, kind of revise what your goals are. Thanks. Oh, I really appreciate that. Yes, we have to make sure that we are giving ourselves credit. Uno, have a good one. Thank you so much. Yes, I hope you guys are kind of talking. It looks like you guys were talking amongst yourselves, and you guys go on each other's channels and let's grow together. And so, I don't want, basically, even like with my channel, with my channel, I talk about travel, I talk about motivation, I talk about credit. And as it relates to motivation, I just want everybody to know that it's okay to start kind of where you're at. Don't be so hard on yourself or think that either you're too old or maybe you don't look a certain way, or maybe somebody, everybody's path is different. And just because you're starting out on whatever journey that you're doing and it doesn't look like somebody else's, You don't have to, it's okay. I'm gonna check out. Yes, you have to. He has a really good channel. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. I had went live last week, but I might try to do it once a week. But usually, what I'll try to do is I usually schedule my lives, and then so make sure that you're putting on your notifications, and so that way, when I schedule it, hopefully you'll get the notification. Yes, but I definitely really appreciate everybody for joining the live, and we have had really I just everybody's comments going back and forth are really good. Do one at least once a week. Yeah, it would be good to do one once a week. And yeah, you guys really should go over to Daniel's channel, Informed Trades, Day Trading and Investing. He has as I was saying that you should invest in yourself. He has a product to help you to grow your channel, and I um am doing his program, and it has been amazing. I'm growing. I think the last time I did a live, I was just getting to 600 subscribers, and I think now I might be at 680 approximately. So within a week, I've gotten 50 subscribers. So you guys go over to his channel and check out his program so that you can grow your channel. Oh, yes, I appreciate everybody for joining the live. And I hope that you got something out of it. Yes. Cool gents. And congratulations on your new job, and I hope that you get in the bed a little bit earlier so that you'll wake up refreshed tomorrow on your new job. Of course, Daniel. I really appreciate your support. So yeah, so I'm gonna close the live down, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, share with friends, and I thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a great night and a great week. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Have a good one, cool gents. I will chat with you later. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Have a good one. Bye.